Cordell and I go back a few years, more than we'd like to recognize, but they asked me to make some comments about Cordell Maddox the judge, Cordell Maddox the man, and probably the most important thing to me, Cordell Maddox the friend. He's helped me when I've had problems. He's called me when he's having a bad day. He's always been the best friend you could have. We've been so fortunate to have Cordell as a judge in our circuit and our state. He never says no. He doesn't let his status as a judge change him in the first iota. He is Cordell Maddox.
He's fun and he's my brother, but the fact of the matter, we love you and you've done a lot for us and we appreciate you more than you ever know. We found out that Cordell is the longest sitting circuit court judge in the 10th Judicial Circuit last 100 years.
Five sheriffs, 4 solicitors, and it's time for me to go. It sort of hit me that not only did maybe I need to retire, and so I figured the lawyers in this area needed a new judge. So it has been wonderful. It has been an honor. The day that I got sworn in, I was back in the back with my mother and father and Gene Toll. And as we were walking in here with a large crowd, my mother, you'd have to know her how to, this was not her MO. She was behind me and she grabbed my arms at the little room where the ice is, and she pulled me into that room real quick. And she put her hands on my face and she said, "Are you sure you can do this job?" And I'm like, the first person I ever sentenced to prison was in Gaffney. And I'd been a judge for 3 weeks, and the judge that I was training with, you sit for 4 weeks, he basically said, you got this, try it. It was a drug case where a guy had turned down an 18-month sentence. And if he got convicted, he was going to get 30 years. That was the minimum. So we tried it all week, and he got convicted. And when he got up in front of me, it was the first time I had ever looked at somebody that I was getting ready to put in jail, and he said, "Judge, I'm 58, this is a life sentence." And I said, "Well, it's a minimum, I don't have a choice," and sentenced him to 30 years. And I went and got in my car, just broke down. So I called my father, and my dad said, "Look, here's the deal. These people that come in front of you, they're dealing with the worst problem in their life. Whether you think it is or not, it's the one thing they think about every day, civil or criminal. And they're human beings. And if you ever get to the point where you stop looking at them as human beings, you need to quit." Well, I'm quitting before I still think of them as human beings, and I make solicitors mad all the time. Had a guy that solicitor wanted to go to jail for 8 years. I didn't. I put him on probation, gave him drug treatment, and he writes me every month. He went to drug treatment. He lives in Charlotte. He's married. He has 2 children. He has a job, college education. Every single month for the last 8 years, I get a "How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving." And to be honest with you, I would have loved to have had him here. I mean, you know, these people are people, and you have to understand that. And that's the hard part of this job. It's not easy to sit and look at a person who has a problem, but also look at 2 lawyers who are your friends. And you don't want to ruin their day. And I got a lot of grief for taking cases under advisement, even though I knew what I was going to do. And the reason I did that is so that the lawyer didn't have to walk back to their office with a guy who lost and then get yelled at, like happened to me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. I just can't. And to all my friends, my law clerks, my family, my good friends from long ago, thank you.